with a voice of reason.
That's actually for you. This is a new year and you made it. That round of applause was for you. Welcome, welcome to another edition of Tell It How It Is, No Filter. This is Voice of Reason in case you didn't know. And that's where we at with it. Dramatic, I know. Did I plan that? No. But let's take advantage of the fact that you should have new energy, good energy, because this year is your year. We say that every year. All right, let's get right into it. I hope you enjoyed the holidays. I really do. And I feel you should enjoy all the times that you're alive. Anytime you wake up, every day should be treated like a friggin' holiday. But we're going to be politically correct here, and I do wish you well. And let's get some new goals and new achievements for this year. All right? Friends, I'm going to just get right to it. Friends still following your ex on social media. Does it matter which ex? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Personally, I feel like it's the squad. You my peoples. So when I'm done, you're done. I think almost anybody could agree on that. Does this really take the energy out of the relationship with these friends? It depends. You know, however you want to go at that. It's telling. You know, we get to a certain age where we start to care less about shit, frivolous shit, or shit that shouldn't really take us out of context. Is this like life or death type dramatical like that? Maybe not, but it's telling. So for me, I don't like it. I don't feel that my friends should follow my ex. And it don't matter which ex. I can't control anybody. You can't control anybody. So, for those out there that have this, and for my friends that follow my exes, it's telling. I'm just going to leave you right there with that. It's no beef. It's no drama. Do as you see fit. I know for me, it was hard to have followed my friend's partner to begin with. I won't name any specifics to get too personal on you. I could think of three dudes that have a partner. And I'm not following them. I'm not following their partner. One, that's my man's. I'm following his. They got a business together. They do their thing. That is strictly that. But I don't care what story I have, who I follow and who I don't. I'm a different type of loyal nigga. So if the shit go left, I'm riding with my man. Plain and simple. So there's no need to see what she got going on after the expiration date. There's no need. So yeah, that might sound a little bit like I'm shooting shots, I'm firing. But no, all jokes aside, I don't think, you know, this whole social media thing is twisted to begin with. There's mad things taken out of contents. There's mad things that we, you know, our feelings and emotions tap in on when it comes to the social media thing. But I don't think that should be a thing. Let's just close it with that. I don't think you should do that. Is it death determining or livelihood like it ain't that dramatic. You know, I'm using the wrong words maybe, but I don't think that you should do that though. And I would rather go with what I said, being repetitive, that you shouldn't have been following. I don't follow my man's girl, yo. Like, what the fuck? Why am I following my friend's girl? Unless you have a legit reason, like the example I said with the business thing. Like it was a business page or whatever, and there's no contact. Trust me. There's no DM nothings. We're not even going to get into DMs because that's just total violation. You got to know who your friends are. Just know who your friends are. You know what I mean? All right. Too much availability kills your value. Life is short. We're in a brand new year. There's some people who didn't make it to this year. Should you enjoy as much of it as you can? All of it that you can? Absolutely. So this comes with conditions with this availability thing. I don't think you should take this all the way serious. Like, you make yourself available for who you think values that and is worth that. So this is not like a standard general statement where everyone gets this energy. Because if you think like this, you're going to limit your involvement with people. So too much availability kills your value. You're going to limit the energy and the presence you have for others, especially if you don't feel that they're valuable enough to add to that. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to think that this is in all cases. You should choose who you are available for. Definitely. And, sometimes some people who are just good for a good time or just, you could get a laugh or there's some little frivolous, you could get drinks. That doesn't make that a good thing. The little bit that does show that it means something while you're in the presence of certain people. You got to pick and choose and start to really eliminate things that are not almost fully beneficial. So yes, too much availability does kill your value. I think more in the business side of things, not so much personal, you can put this more into play, especially if you got product, you got entrepreneurship, you got anything you're trying to get off the ground or anything that you're promoting or trying to get out there, you definitely want to take this statement highly. You know what I mean? Any work environment at all, I definitely would put more pressure to following this than in your personal. But that does not mean don't apply it there. Some people are around just to drain your energy, use your energy. Old cat said to me, you don't want crate carriers. And take that for what that is, right? So yes, be mindful. Why black men cross over to the white side? I might have did this already. I feel experience can possibly justify actions. Hear me clearly. You can go to whoever you want. I don't want to make this a race thing, really. Wherever you find happiness, wherever you find happiness is wherever it comes from. All spectrums and walks of life, right? But if we're going to be direct, suppose said man could still be wrong. He could still be the cause. Was with X amount of black women in a row. They all ended similar, or they all ended non-peacefully. That might make you say, maybe I need to try something else. Now, some don't always go to this extreme. Something else can be just a different look, a different place you meet people, different views of personalities and selection of show watching, movie watching, music they listen to. Religion, not religion. Like you can pick at things to change up your usual go-to. So if you've done that already and you still haven't succeeded and now you cross over, I still charge it as you just trying something new. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's some men, I won't report who. We've all had a rant or two. I confess. We've all had a rant or two that black women can be difficult. Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. We've had moments of that. Some have longer moments. Some still feel that way. But we've gone there. So Is it delusional to think that if we cross over, we won't go through that same difficulties? Well, it depends on, let's not let nobody off the hook. Let me just keep it a spade. And I ain't gonna make this a race thing like I said, but I have to talk a little on it. What white woman you picking? Because if you pick white woman that's down the block from the last headache that gave you a headache, they may not be on the same type of timing, but if that's a similar environment, that white girl might do you the same. So when you cross over, are you totally crossing over? You know, you can't be from Bed-Stuy and every chick you dealt with in Bed-Stuy gave you headaches, and so you bag a white chick from Bed-Stuy. I mean, she could have just moved there and bought property, and, you know, she grew up somewhere else. I meant more the upbringing, you know, not so much where they're located. So sorry for that. But definitely the upbringing. So if Jackie, Pam, and Angela grew up in Bed-Stuy, black, gave you headaches, then Susie moves to Bed-Stuy, but she's from Staten Island, there may be a difference there. But you can't run away from issues that you have. So now the men who cross over, if they have real issues and real problems within them that they have to work out, doesn't help them. So I think that's where the black women could chime in and maybe have criticism here, because it's like, oh, he just can't handle a black woman, strong black woman. I don't like that statement, handle. We're the leaders. We're the protectors. We're the suppliers, etc. Women, black women, listen to me. You should not want to be handled. You should not want to be like difficult or like a challenge. Like, a black man's life is challenging enough. So to purposely do that is toxic to me. So I can't blame some of them from crossing over. I can't. If you on that type of timing, strongly. Now, I know that there's circumstances that has forced black women to be stronger than they would have liked to, independent, hold it down, single parenting, etc. I guess I get that sometimes it gets to that. But I can't be mad. This is not ideal because the world is challenging enough. We don't need our partner challenging us too. Maybe sometimes it's needed. I'm going to give a little flex that there's a percentage of the time, small number, that we need y'all to be that way. But not for the most part, not off rip, not majorly, and not like the most consistent behavior. You got to find a way for that not to be the talks, right? So I'm just giving you game that we do try to look elsewhere to get away from the masculine energy. As let's just keep it a buck. That's the turnoff. It's not so much you a black woman, independent, and you strong, and which is all ties to the masculine shit, right? Because a strong black woman, that's a sign of masculinity. But we don't want you to be weak. I get it. It's just always going to be a battle. The war with the sexes, as they say. But there's no true solution if that man has issues, though. So women, I give you that, I guess, as your comeback. If he's just messed up, not built, got a lot of shit he need to get in order, just, messed up, then ain't no bailing that out no matter what side you cross over to. You understand? So that's all I'm going to say on that. Lack of communication and ill feelings exchanged due to that lack of. So when we don't communicate, we don't talk, and we're just in a situationship, shit just going on. Nobody saying much. Y'all sleep, y'all wake, y'all go about your day, y'all come back. It's like watching, I don't even know what to say on that. All I know is that is so unhealthy, and things can go left real quick. The more you let this lack of communication have legs, a week could turn into 2, could turn into a month, And then, yeah, there's these ill feelings exchange because, yo, you not paying attention to me. I'm not paying attention to you. I'm not really tapping in. You not really tapping in. We just existing out this motherfucker. Like, that is very toxic and uncomfortable. But a lot of people go through this. So, I mean, it's the common sense thing that a lot of people don't have common sense. You got to communicate. Just you got to speak on shit. Speak on the uncomfortable shit more as often as possible. You got to be able to rattle that cage because at least the vocal and the words get out. So now if y'all still run into these problems or any problems, that's just y'all test to see if y'all supposed to be together or you're going to make it. Because you're going to get tested regardless. But the lack of communication just hurts it more. It hurts it more. You got to be able to speak your piece. Don't be a yes man and don't hold shit in. You got something to say that shit. What you worried about? It's better that way. You get it off your chest. And now the real obstacles that come because y'all release some of that, because y'all told each other what it is, y'all could probably bang with whatever comes your way. But if you got things coming your way and y'all got a lack of communication, yo, it's like suicide, man. There's no way you're going to survive that. It's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. So do the communication thing to the best of your ability every day, every other day. The check-in, you got to be on it if you want to make this thing work. Inspired by Neo, but not really. So remember Neo's song, So Sick of Love Songs? I'm sick of men, women topics and the back and forth. I gave examples already to this point. It's a lot of hurt people. It's a lot of people with trauma that's just like, we wrapping it up, man. We like, look, we probably not going to find that one. Right? So what do? You just go about your day. Whatever energy you do encounter that seems genuine, powerful, we entertain it to an extent, right? But it's always one eye open like CBS because it never ends. The back and forth, the dynamics, how men view things, how women see things. You know, even the healthiest man and woman who has gotten over their trauma and whatever issues they went through, even they bump. Maybe respectfully and harmlessly, but they still bump. And that's praying both of them are healed and both of them are in right mind space, right field to give love, to want love. It's a big if that both of them are there. But even if you find two that are, still this. And this is just, public service announcement. I'm sick of it. Y'all get it together. Easier said than done. Because now if anybody's not 100, forget about it. This going to happen more. Can we bail anybody out? Who gets the pass? Who would you rather not be 100? And then who would you rather be 100? So if the man 100 and the woman's not, I hear this story too much. The man's there trying to show the girl the light. Listen, I'm here. I got you. Let go of that dark side. I got you. I'm here for when you heal, right? Vice versa. Man needs work. The woman gonna be like, get it together. Snap out of it. Way less patience in most cases. But that wasn't the topic and that wasn't what it was supposed to be. Let's just try to, excuse me, lack of communication, fix that. Stop worrying and focusing on the black man crossing over and just try to really be his go-to. Try to be his ride or die. Try to stand by him as the leader as he is. Try to be the queen. These are things that, will make a difference. Too much availability. I don't see how that really ties in with that. Little things like staying in touch, following your ex on social media. All these things, the men and women look at from their own respectable views. And it would be a fucking riot to have them sit down and dispute their differences. Because men and women differences, sometimes it don't gotta be that drastic. It don't gotta be that different. But for some reason, it always starts here. And depending on the rant or the back and forth, that shit go like this. Y'all started here. How it got worse? Like, it mostly always goes worse because everybody get in their feelings once we start really talking about shit that people go through. So I don't know how to get y'all out of that because some of that is just embedded and some of it is from experience. Some of it is from a whole bunch of nonsense. But it is what it is with that, right? We'll do better one day. I believe we'll do better one day. Let's stop bumping heads, listen to each other. If we are able to communicate efficiently, we will see what each other is saying and how each other feels and the values they see in life and the values they see in themselves. So give it a shot without emotions and actually listen, not hear. Copy? The trust men put into women and why it should be limited. Ooh. This one's going to take the most energy. Countered by women. Men are dogs. Men are not to be trusted. We do all kind of crazy shit to make them doubt their trust. Still in all, I say, fellas, the trust we put in women has to be limited till we do real research. How was their upbringing? How are they with their father? How does the mother talk about the father? Where does the mother rank the father at? Where did they grow up? How did they grow up? How they overcame the relationship that hurt. You get some good answers to these, you can put some trust. Men and women will both say, there's no such a thing as 100. So I'm not 100% trusting anyone, man or woman. Is to protect your peace and not make you make naive decisions or decisions in an emotional moment because you thought shit was sweet. So just hold on to that as long as you can before you give in. Because I know eventually, no matter how tough we talk, fellas, we eventually give in. You just got to be mindful. Watch behavior. Watch habits. Listen. How they talk. How they describe. How they view people. That's it. Sending a drink or offering a drink through the waiter waitress, fellas. Pimping at its finest. Think if you're in a spot, this is not a bad idea. You gotta learn how to work it for you. So if you decide to do this to get a young lady's attention, most likely you're gonna have to go to her after said drink was, once it got there. That's a nice icebreaker in a way. I hope that, all of these women y'all try that with drink. But, you set it up. So it gets there. You pay for it. Don't be a creep. Don't be weird. Don't just start staring over there because you did that. She don't owe you anything because you did that. And if you just hold on to those two, you should be smooth in how you maneuver after that. So you have to find a reason to get up, possibly go to the bathroom, and then come back and approach. Have an exchange of names. Even tip the person who took the drink to her for you. So if that was a good move and you have a shot here, she should start to look your way or make her way to you possibly. If a certain time has passed and maybe you think she's about to leave or you are about to leave, you can now be aggressive and go over there and just introduce yourself. Don't have expectations. You know, if you really are headed out or you get this while she's really headed out, now you can be a little aggressive for the phone number. And that's it. You don't really have to say much else. And this can be like a good idea. This is definitely a relationship seeking idea. Or maybe just a good time. But that is a dope one, regardless. Because I feel like it sets the tone. It eases it off of you just approaching off rip. You know what I mean? And then you taking an initiative to select something you think she likes. And hopefully you know. There's a win on the end of that. There's a win on the other end of that. If she does drink, you send the right drink and you ain't even know, oh, it's lit. Because women are conditional and they only like to drink when they do. And most likely they have a preference and all that good stuff. So stay focused, stay aware of that. And that's actually a pretty good idea. No doubt. So thanks for joining me. Kept it a little brief for the new one, for the new year. Welcome to 2025 with me. And we're going to do great things this year. And I'm going to be right here while you're on your journey. Always. So until the next time and before the next time, hit the notification bell. Voice of Reason NF. Share, comment, like, subscribe. I know you see to the... I always mix up what side of the screen this shit is. Laugh at me. Go ahead. I don't care. To my right, because my right hand's right here. I don't care what you looking at. That's the mixtape that's out now. Download, stream, it's everywhere. Shout out to A&G, ain't none greater, for doing a dope project with me. I love it. People are loving it, and there's more music on the way behind that. So until the next time, stay productive, stay pushing, stay progressive. It's 2025. Let's go.
I never was shit when it comes to the ladies, just stick it and dip. Finally found one that was able to grip the dick in some ways that made my ass sit and shit with the player shit. Yeah, I'm okay with it. That shit is over, but was I your favorite? Now what I'm chasing, kid, who the hell knows? A friend, a partner, a lover, a hoe. Be damn if I spend this whole verse on a bitch. Rather spend 401ks on a brick. Rather pour bleach on all of my kicks. Rather shape off my whole beard cause I'm pissed. Okay, that's a bit. I dragged it, I know. They say like